Hi everyone, and welcome to the Career Chat Show with myself, Yanmo. I want to talk about something that I have personally written about in my book, and it's about values and how you deploy your values. But oftentimes people don't even realize what their values are, and if you don't know what your values are, how are you going to identify, how are you going to implement, and how are you going to get the best or be the best you can be on that role. So in today's chat show, I am going to be talking about 3 things that have to do with you being valuable, you understanding your values, and what you need to do about it. Now, the 2 types of values I've written about in my book. The first one is your core values. That is really who you are. At your core, that's who you are. So I've said this before, that if, for example, family is one of your core values, then working very long hours in an organization is going to rub you up the wrong way. So that is one type of value. But for the purpose of this chat show, I'm talking about your value set. In a previous chat show, I spoke about value stacking, and this is really about becoming a person of value. Now, if there are areas in your experience within your job that you realize that you do not yet have the skill set, what you need to do is you need to identify it. That's the very first thing you have to do. You have to identify, what do I need to do to actually get or close the gap so that you now have the skill set. Once you have done that, identified it, then the next thing you need to do is you need to improve on it, or you need to start building up that skill set. So for example, if you are a project manager, for example, and you do not have or you do not understand some of the project speak, what you need to do, or project terminology, or project the language is called jargons. If you don't understand it, but you know that you require it for the role that you're in, then what you have to do is identify that, okay, you lack the project speak or the jargon or the terminology for that particular role. What you're going to do, you're going to start to build up your skill set. So you can either go on a training, you go on a course, go to University of YouTube. As I always say, there's nothing you cannot find on YouTube. But the point is that you have to start building yourself up. So you now basically, after you've identified, you now improve your skill set, and then you implement it. So you get better by doing, you don't get better by knowing. So you start to use what you have learned on the job that you're on. This is how you start putting together your value, and you start creating your value. It's one of the ways you start creating your value stack. So you become a person of value. So whatever you start off with, don't stay at that level. You have to continue to learn. You have to continue to improve yourself. Ensure that every single season you have something that you're going to invest in that's going to improve your knowledge regarding your role or improve yourself as a person. Don't just say, I know the role, I can do it, I'm doing it, and that's the end of that. No, you have to invest in yourself. Not just invest in the job that you're doing in terms of getting the technical know-how. You also have to invest in yourself. This is how you become very valuable. So it's 3 things that you need to understand. You need to identify the values that you require to become a very valuable person, and it's a journey. Once you have identified it, then you need to improve upon it, right? And then you need to implement it. So I call it the 3 I's: identify, improve, and implement. And these are one of the ways that you become so valuable. Recently in the news, the organizations are getting rid of so many people. This happened, I know that in 2023 there were loads of job cuts across many different sectors. It's the same now in 2024. However, it doesn't mean that you're going to be excluded from it, but the more valuable you become, the easier it's going to be for you to either retain your job or get another job easily. So don't wait until anything happens to you. Ensure that you're thinking about your value, thinking about how you can improve yourself so that you can become really valuable. Like I say, if you wait for it to become too late, then you only have yourself to blame. So That's all I want to say regarding values. But remember, it's down to you. If you are the CEO of your career, you have to think of yourself as the one person that is very valuable and the one person that can actually do the job going forward. It doesn't really matter whether they're like 10,000 applicants for the job. It really doesn't matter. As long as you have invested in yourself and you continue to invest in yourself, you're the most valuable person. That's how it's a mindset. You also have to think about it from that point of view. So that's what I'm going to say. I've invested so much money and I continue to invest money in professional development. I did it when I was I had my career, and I continue to do it because once you invest in yourself, you become a very valuable person. I hope that you found that very, very helpful. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please click the link below and subscribe, hit the bell so you get notified anytime I upload a new video. If you have any questions whatsoever, leave them in the comments below and I'll get back to you. Until next time, God bless you. Bye.